What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. In this one, we're going to be getting into my market profile. I'll be showing you guys my settings and what you guys need to do exactly to get your market profile to look like mine right here. If you guys have not yet checked out my footprint and depth of market setup tutorial videos, I'll be leaving links for those at the end of this video. So be sure to check them out once we're all wrapped up with the market profile setup. Alright, let's get straight into this. First things first, let's go into File, click Find Symbol, scroll down to your instruments, and click Open Intraday Chart. Next, go to the Analysis tab, click Studies, and then scroll down to a study called the Current Price Line. Next, we're going to go down to the TPO study. Right here. Next, let's go down to the volume by price study. So we want to double click this twice. So we want two volume by price studies over here. Alright, firstly, let's go into the current price line. Make sure that your guys' setting right here is set to yes. And I like to change this to 15. And let's go in and change the color to light gray. Go ahead and click OK. And next, quickly come down to the second volume by price study setting, and then go to the settings and input, and then for the set as independent volume profile, go ahead and make sure that says yes. So once you guys have done that, go ahead and click apply. And so this is going to be the foundation of what we're working with. We've got the TPO chart right here, the volume profile for the TPO, aka the market profile right here, and then another volume by price study over here that we'll be messing with. So first things first, let's get into the TPO settings. Go back into the study tab, and let's go to the TPO. Alright. So what we're going to want to edit first is this first one. For the letter block price increments, make sure that it says 1. Let's see what's next. For the TPO value area, make sure this says 68. We're going to want to extend the value area to the end of the period. And the TPO point of control, let's go ahead and make that the end of the period as well. We do not want to extend the singles. For the price increments, for the poor high and poor low comparison, make sure that this says 100. And for the volume value area, let's go ahead and make that 68. For the TPO letter block colors, let's go ahead and make this one separate. Separate colors for the day and evening session. And we want to make the letters in blocks, or the blocks. We'll be using blocks, not TPO letter graphs, TPO block graphs. So make sure that that is set to yes. For the percent width, let's go ahead and make this 60. And then for the minimum width, let's go ahead and make that 2. All right. For the new period at day session start, let's go ahead and make this one yes. And for the exclude evening session profile except for the last day, let's go ahead and make that one yes as well. For the midpoint, we don't want to be looking at that, so let's go ahead and click no. And then for the IBR extension, make sure this is set to none. We don't need to mess with any of this right here. Or any of this. Let's go down to the bottom. And for the close, we do want to have that highlighted, so go ahead and click yes. Once you guys have done this, go ahead and click apply. We still got to go into the subgraph settings though and change up the colors. So the first one we want to do is this one right here, the TPO letter block color. Let's go ahead and make that white. And then this blue. The point of control color is going to be this cyan color. And then the value area is going to be this pinkish. And then for this block right here, go back to the pink color, but make it more of a dark pink. Call it 37. For the extension lines, go ahead and make that this color right here. And we're going to want to make sure that the line style is set to alternate, and then bump the width up to 3. For the point of control extension line, let's go ahead and make that white. And then for the open marker color, go ahead and make that white as well. We don't need to mess with any of this stuff. For the singles, go ahead and make that light gray. And then for this one, make it light gray as well. Make both options light gray. I'm a little bit sick right now, so that's why I sound all muffled. Alrighty, so that's it for the subgraph settings. Go ahead and click apply, and boom. So this is starting to look a lot similar to the one that we were looking at before. Now we're going to go ahead and get into the volume subgraph settings within the market profile next to this TPO chart right here. So go to analysis, go back to studies, and so make sure you guys don't click on this one. We want to click on the volume by price for the TPO chart. Alright, so we can go to the settings and inputs. So the first thing we're going to want to change is come down here to the right align volume bars tab and make sure that that's set to yes. The volume bar calculation method, make sure that that is set to total. For the value area point of control peak value based on total volume, go ahead and make sure that that is set to yes. And then the bid volume and ask volume coloring method, make sure that that is set to none. For the draw outline, let's go ahead and make that set to no. Let's go ahead and make it transparent, so set it from no to yes, and then set the transparency level to 20. Make sure that the value area is set to no for the highlight. And we do want to highlight the point of control. So go ahead and make sure that says yes. And then for the extend setting, go ahead and make it so that it extends until future intersection. Okay, I think that's it for this one. Yeah, we should be good here. Let's just go into the subgraph settings real quick and make sure that this is set to red. Go ahead and click OK. Let's set the line style to alternate and make sure that the width is set to 3. So once you guys have done all of this, go ahead and click apply. And now our volume subgraph next to the TPO chart is extending to the future intersection until future intersection. And if you guys are unaware of what this red line is, it's the point of control. It's the highest volume that was transacted at a price level during the session. Alrighty, so now we can go ahead and get into the volume subgraph over here. Go back to the analysis tab, click studies, and let's go to this second volume by price study. Alright, so for the volume graph period type, let's go ahead and make this from start date time to end. For the maximum volume bar width type, or no, we don't need that. For the percentage, make sure it's set to 12. For the calculation method, let's go ahead and make that the total volume. Right here. Make sure that this is set to none. And then for the outline, let's go ahead and make that set to no. Okay, right here, the color code settings. Make sure that this is set to yes. And here we're gonna get into some colors. So what you guys want to do first is make sure that this top one is set to royal blue right here. Make the one below that go ahead to this color, to the royal blue, but make it super light, so something like that. And then we're going to want to make this one blue as well, but just a little bit darker than the light blue we were seeing. So something like that, something in between this color and this color right here. Next, let's go here and make sure that this is set to the green color as well as this one. And then we can leave this one as yellow. And this one is going to be a orange color, but it's going to be more of a light orange. So something like that. And then for the next one, we're going to want to make this orange. And then this one will be orange as well. And for this last one, go ahead and make it red. Okay. I think that's it for us with this one. Yeah, we don't need any of this. So once you guys have done that, go ahead and click apply. And we're getting closer, but now we have to go up here and do some more stuff to get rid of this evening session profile. Let's go up to chart, go to chart settings, and then go to data limiting. So actually go to session times. So regular trading hours for for futures for the Eastern Standard Time is from 9:30 to 16, or from 9:30 to 4 p.m. So I have my session end time set to 16, and then for the evening session we want to turn that off. So that's going to get rid of this right here. Next, go to the data limiting, and I just want to explain to you guys how you can change the amount of bars for the market profile that you're seeing, as well as how you can change this volume distribution. So right now the chart is set to show us the previous 30 days of the market being open. So if you guys want to modify that, let's just call it 1, for example, it's going to be showing us 1 market profile session, as well as the volume subgraph for that 1 session. So if you guys were confused on what the volume was showing us, all you have to do to change it is go into chart settings, and then change this day right here. So mine was set to 30 initially, meaning that the volume subgraph over here will be displaying the previous 30 sessions. Okay. So just to explain these settings a bit, as I said, this is a volume by price study over here. It is showing us the distribution of volume across the previous 30 days. The darker colors, or the red and orange colors, are obviously where we have peaks within the volume profile. The lower volume is where we're going to be seeing the light blue and those blue colors down here. And then intermediate will be the yellow / light orange colors right here. So to explain the TPO chart over here, what this is showing us, this right here is the relationship between price and time. So the more blocks that protrude outwards, like right here, the more time price is spent at that price level. Vice versa, when we get at an extreme, maybe 1 block or 1 block up here, it's showing us that selling was stepping in up here, buying was stepping in down here, because price did not spend a lot of time. This purple box region right here is the value area, and that's representing the price range where 68% of the trading activity occurred. This right here is the initial balance. So within the first hour, this bar moves up and down, essentially just moving with price. And then once the first hour of the session is up, this closes, and beyond the extremes of this bar, we have range extension. At the extremes of the value area, right here and right here, we have these blue lines that move outward, just to give you guys a better visual of the value area. The open of the session is marked by this white box, and the close is marked by this red box right here. Also this little arrow. The volume profile right here is showing us the volume distribution of where volume was placed, how much volume was transacted at various price levels throughout the session. So the red line is showing us the volume point of control, aka the most volume that was exchanged at a price level. And this can be markets move off of volume, so this can be very useful for us to use. That's why I have it extending until the future intersection. But yeah, that's a brief little rundown of my market profile settings and a brief explanation as to what it is that we're working with right here. I'm going to be going over this tool as well as my footprint and my depth of market much more in the future, so be sure to tune into the channel for more explanations and for more insights as to how markets truly move. If you guys found this video valuable at all, I would really appreciate a like, but that's going to do it for this one. Be sure to tune in and subscribe if you guys want to look into the future contents.